Hey guys, I've always wondered why journal. I've heard people like Tim Ferriss and other really successful people talk about how they journal as part of their morning routine. I've always considered it to be too time consuming, superfluous maybe. I already get up, I do a morning mobility routine, which is like 2 or 3 minutes long. It's a quick win. Then I'll have a cold shower and I do that kind of stuff, a greens powder in my water, some electrolytes. Then I'll do mindfulness, I'll read scripture, then I'll pray. And it's like by that time, I really don't want to sit down there, or I didn't think I wanted to, with a pen and pencil and a journal like this. I've got two, in fact. One, because I'm following this book here, Reprogramming My Subconscious, and that's proven to be very powerful. And then I've got a second journal here where I'm following a template, and it's made it very easy for me to journal. And I kind of perceive journaling as sitting down for 20 minutes and writing about your life. I just thought, what the heck is that? How can you factor that into your life? And what's the benefit? Well, to address let's do the second one first. What's the benefit? The benefit I found is when you write down what happened that day, and if you have a structure to follow, which I'll share with you in a sec, which is working really well for me, it starts to become very apparent what you're doing that's messing you up. So you may have a problem going to bed on time and say getting into bed with your phone. And part of this structure for my journaling protocol I'm following is I put 3G on the page. You can buy journals with this already printed out and for £25, or you can just be cheap like me, I guess, economical. And I've got a blank journal. I've got like 10 of them and I just write it in myself. 3G. Three things I'm grateful for today. And it could just be 3G. I've got a jumper on that's warm. The sky's blue. And actually, I had a really great meeting with a friend. I went for lunch in Park Lane, and that was just a lot of fun. Very cool, successful guy, done very well for himself, and just a down-to-earth guy. So the meal at the Cut Steakhouse, which is like a bit of a treat, So 3G, WWMTG, what would make today great? So that refocuses your mind. Hopefully you planned your day the night before, took 60 seconds to identify your 3 BAM tasks, bare ass minimum. What would make today great? To do my BAM tasks. So I reinforce it in my mind, it refocuses me. Do 2 work blocks and 3 Pomodoros. And if that's too much and you're in a rut, just do 2 Pomodoros and do a workout and do 2 more Pomodoros or start with 1 Pomodoro, whatever, Always aim to be 1% better. Don't overload yourself. So 3G, what would make today great? And then YL, yesterday's learnings. And this is the big one. After the 30th time that you write in yesterday's learnings, I stayed up until 4 a.m. looking at my phone. I fell into a scroll hole again and was on YouTube watching crocodiles battle it out with lions or something, some crazy video you got sucked into. After the 30th time, or the 10th time, hopefully, but say you just can't break that habit. I keep doing that. What's causing me to do that? What did I learn yesterday? Well, I got home and I took my phone into my bedroom. Mistake number 1, I need to stop doing that. And so you identify that, and day 10, I took my phone into my room again and screwed myself for my sleep. It starts to gets it out of your head, and it increases your awareness of most of our behaviors are subconscious. We're not thinking. And that is very powerful. When you make what's in the subconscious conscious, you have the power to change it. It increases your motivation, because after you've written for the 50th time, I took my phone into my room again. You keep thinking, I really need to just stop doing this. And it builds up and builds up and builds up. You don't want to beat yourself up for it, because that's counterproductive. But you start searching for solutions. What could I do? Well, I could put a book on my pillow. I could move my phone charger out of my bedroom to the opposite end of the apartment. And as soon as I walk in, I put that on. I could get a social media blocking app that kicks in at 9 p.m. And then maybe another 30 days pass, and it's like, I didn't get the social media app. I didn't put a book on my bed, or I put the book on my bed but I didn't read it because I set the bar too high at reading 50 pages. I need to lower the bar and read 1 page. But when you journal, it brings what's in the subconscious into the conscious, and it helps you to observe your behaviors. Maybe I'm not articulating it that well, but my point is that process is changing my life, and it's been incredibly powerful. And so, again, the structure is just 3G, and that changes your state. Three things I'm grateful for. You don't have to be fancy with it. As I said, it could be like, I ironed my shirt last night instead of this morning, so I was ready to go. Being more organized on the way up or something, you know. 2, I enjoyed a good shower. 3, I'm thankful for my parents are alive and happy, or whatever. WWMTG, what would make today great? Refocus your mind. So you're future pacing, you're looking at the end of the day. When I get to the end of the day, what would make it a great day, which does something to your psychology. You know, don't worry about that. But then it's a good thing to do. And then YL, yesterday's learnings. What did I learn? And it could just be like 20 seconds on each of those, stacked over 90 days, 3 months. Yeah, it's really, really powerful. So that's how I've started journaling. I'm doing these sentence stems to reprogram my subconscious. That's something else. And I'm working with this social media specialist, this brand specialist, and maybe I'll document some of that journey. But yeah, that's how I journal. I recommend it. Build it into your routine. Go to bed 10 minutes earlier, get up, do 10 push-ups, have a cold shower, celebrate each of those wins. Start with 1 minute of mindfulness, so just count to 10 breaths, so in, out is 1, and then do 3G, WW, MTG, what would make today great, and then YL, yesterday's learnings.